What is really good, Priesthood? Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. What is really good? If you're new here, welcome. There are many layers you should know to my readings. I'm going to touch on a few. It may or may not resonate. Try to hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed, and viewer discretion is advised. All right, fantastic. Everybody get your emergency gear on because it's about to go down. All right, ancestors, thank you for being here. Let us pray because that's what we do. All right, fantastic. I dedicate myself, the priesthood, and this conversation with the ancestors to generating the energy of peace, bringing clear our creative potential, and seeing behind what appears to be obstacles things clearly as they are. I'm calling forth accurate answers, accurate interpretations of those answers, and the wise and skillful application of the guidance that I receive here today and that you receive here today. May we apply this wisely. Fantastic. All right. What it is, yo? What's up? All right. So, ancestors, what do you want to tell the priesthood? What should we know? What do you really want us to know today? Okay, let's chop it up. Ancestors said, overall, here's what I want you to know. For the people out here doing the good work, know this. Pow! Oh, okay. Listen, you've been there and you've done that. All right. You go where demons and angels fear to tread. All right. You won't have anything to fear, even though it might look, dark at times. But you don't have anything to fear. Well, because you've been there and you've done that. That's why. All right. Also, there could be some rock kicking. It could be some rock kicking. It could be. All right, but relief will come for the people kicking rocks right now. Relief will come. Let me say it one more time. Relief will come. Amen? Amen. Ashe. Shalom. Okay, fantastic. So, break it down. What do you mean? What are we saying? Okay, let's do this. Fantastic. Okay, that's Guede. All right, fantastic. All right, I got my little radio device hooked up, okay? You feel me? Okay, fantastic. Breaking it down. Okay, hang on, let me get my glasses on. I want to get real into this. I see. Love. Oh, also, something is telling you. Downloads. The Ace of Cups energy in my deck, we get downloads on that energy. Also, there's a pressure to communicate. All right, so get off on your floor. All right, let us move on. Yeah, leap of faith, y'all. Effective in the face of doubt, y'all. Just shish, y'all. And you don't stop. Keep rocking to the end and you don't quit. Oh, hey, how you doing? God, the God card, the Sun card. Illumination. That's right. Joy. Also, that agape love. Shout out to the real Christians. And, divine order. Pow. Divine union as well. Pow. That's where the twins come from. Right there. All right. They bust out as twins. Fantastic. Go on. Somebody's in their head, pressure to communicate. Or somebody's in love and they're coming up with a plan. Let's find out more. Boom. I feel like somebody hit a wall right here. Because leap of faith and then the wall. You feel me? Do you feel me? Okay, let's go on. Yeah, see, look. Illuminating something. Something needs to be illuminated. Or God said, look at this. Or God said, have a healing conversation. Mutual benefit. Clear this up is the sensation that I'm getting. Because the rock kicking. Do you feel me? And then somebody's in their head, pressure to communicate. Do you feel me? Okay. All right. Well, get off on your damn floor. All right. Fantastic. Let's do this. All right. Okay. So don't get confused now. This is the overall card, and here's the reading. Right up in here. All right. I'm going to just move it up so it could be on the camera awesomely. Okay. Fantastic. All right. So the third card. Death of the ego. Yeah, somebody hit a wall. Somebody hit a wall. So on some level, we're all hitting the wall. All right? So don't feel too bad, death of the ego. Don't feel too bad, because the barons, they're having a good time watching us hit the wall. Yeah, they think it's funny. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not out of malice. It's not out of malice. It's because we can handle it. Going where demons and angels fear to tread. You got this. You got this. Don't try to act like you drowning in 3 feet of water, priesthood. Don't try to act like that. Because if you act like that, the ancestors just gonna come along and look at you and laugh their fucking ass off. No, they're not rescuing you from 3 feet of water. No. Do you feel me? Hello? Because why? Because you a motherfucker. Because you been there and you done that. Stop playing. Stop playing. Okay, is what I get there. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, look. Potential. You know, the real potential. Okay, I don't mean potential as, like, because, most of us are ladies back here behind the black veil. And, when we hear that word potential, we're like, dun, 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 oh my God, no, because we know the slippery slope of potential. Am I right, ladies? Shout out to the guys, but we're mostly ladies here, so I'm just gonna angle towards the ladies. But guys, get what you need out of this thing, okay? But you know what I'm saying, ladies? Hello? Like potential, oh no, I've wasted way too much time giving a fuck about potential of things in life. Do you feel me? I know that's right. I know that is right, but okay, so that was a side note. That's besides the point, and that's not what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing is the real potential. Like, for instance, you have a seed of some kind of vegetable or fruit. That's a real thing. That's real potential. You have a garden in which to plant that seed. You have everything you need to water it, make sure it gets everything that it needs. You have everything that you need. That's real potential. Okay, so the issue is, do it, right? This is me adding the rich, you know what I'm saying? This is me adding, do it. Or I'm adding, do it, all right? Because that's how you get the potential popping, is all I'm saying. Okay, so let us continue on. Let's get up in this Ace of Cups energy right up in here, all right? Because love must be love on the brain that has you feeling this way. Look like here. Okay? Especially with that Queen of Cups energy and this thinker guy is thinking it to death. And here, with pressure to communicate. Right? So water, but we're stuck in the air. We're stuck in the air. Everything's up in the air. Ooh. Okay, thank you, ancestors. It is up in the air. It is up in the air. That's one of my floors, y'all. Get off on your floor. Shit is up in the air. Facts. Okay, let us go further. Okay. Oh. Somebody wants to return to the safe haven. Yes, they do. Why? Because it's safe. That's why. Simple. Okay, fantastic. Oh, okay. There's a security guard at the door that said, is your name on the list? I see. That must be the wall. Okay, I see. Somebody's the master of their fiery, passionate emotions. Yes, they are. And that's part of what makes it a safe haven. Do you feel me? Right. That's part of what makes... But there's a protocol behind this. There's a protocol behind this mastery of your fiery, passionate emotions. Which means here, if the potential of love, let's say, all right, but since we got the Ace of Cups energy and we got the agape love. So little love, big love. Okay, little love, big love, personal love, universal love. Okay, so all the love is here, and God is love. By the way, that's my God card. God is love. Amen. Okay, so The protocol, though, that's the thing. Okay, so it's like the cup is sitting there, let's say, and the cup could be downloads or it could be love or whatever, get off on your floor. And it's looking free. It's looking available. It's sparkling. And it is looking thirst fucking quenching. It would be the perfect time for that cup of water right there, that cup of divine ass, beautiful, thirst quenching, soul quenching water, right? Boom. But no, apparently, as somebody walks up to the cup, no. Okay, and that's the wall. Okay, so why not? I'm not sure yet. Okay, fantastic. Let's go on. Okay. Sudden new beginning. Somebody wants to bust back into the sanctuary. Okay? They don't want to just return. They want to bust back into the sanctuary. So yes, this could also be sexual. Okay, absolutely, because we have the world's egg. That is the birth of a new star. That is a sudden new beginning. That is daring to be. That is daring to speak. That is the birth of the word right there. And they are telling me, okay, so I get what's the magic word? Oh, I gotcha. There's a magic word, y'all. There's a magic word. Somebody has to say the magic word. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Right, because otherwise, I don't think so, is what I get here. Okay, that's what I get there. Because there's some sort of password to get into the sanctuary, to return to the sanctuary or get off on your floor, okay? Or to return home or whatever, right? Okay, cool. Let's go on. Oh, someone's upset? Oh, okay. So, okay, let's go on. I see. Look, somebody hurt somebody. Ooh, somebody's in trouble. Yes, they are. They in trouble. I know that's right. I know that's right. Priesthood, I get the sensation that you was like, oh, you got upset about something. Yeah, somebody upset you. You got mad. You got mad a little bit or whatever. The energy signature is the signature of anger. Righteous anger too. Not the devil type of anger, but you had every reason to be upset. Look like here, because that's the angry empress. Her shit is legit. So it required a forced sacrifice. That's why I was getting nope, that's not gonna work. Like they come back to the club, and they're like, what's the magic word? That's you. What's the magic word? What's the password? And they're like, open sesame. And you're like, no. Okay. No. Okay. How did you get here? Did somebody give you an invitation? Because this is a private party. Okay? This a private party. You feel me? So I don't really see, I don't see the bouncer, wrestling someone from the front of the building or anything. But it's like one of them tense moments. You know what I mean? When you've decided somebody is not in the right place at the right time kind of thing. You know what I mean? Let's keep going, okay? Because I could have said that better, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Down here, somebody offered love, I get the sensation. Or somebody's reflecting the energy back. They offer, or I should say they reflect the love that they receive. You know what I'm saying, y'all? You know what I mean. Where you treat people how they treat you. They treat you good, you treat them good. They open with you, you open with them. They're standoffish with you, you standoffish with them. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. So it looked like either you were sacrificed or you felt the need to sacrifice. All right, one or the other. Get off on your floor. Or somebody said something. Oh, maybe they said it to upset you. Or they were attempting to upset you. And something was telling you that this person was trying to get you out of character. Do you feel me? And because they're trying to get you out of character and you don't come out of character, even though you do have a character for that. Okay, that's legit. You got somebody for that. But you didn't want to have to go there, master of your fiery, passionate emotions. You didn't want to have to go there, how do I know, for sacrifice. Do you feel me? Right, because I don't come out of character, says the priesthood. However, I am your huckleberry. However, do you feel me, priesthood? Shout out to the priesthood is all I know. All right, fantastic. So here, let's talk about the leap of faith. Okay. And it could be the foolishness, because this is the fool in this card. It's not the fool card. It's the fool in this card. Okay. So let's talk more. All right. Let's talk more. Okay. Yeah. This guy's crafty. Yeah, he real crafty. You know, but what is the King of Swords doing hanging out with the Queen of Cups? What's that? What's going on there? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's sensitive and he's cold and calculated. What's up with that? Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Why this ain't the King of Cups? Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, sure. Okay. All right. So in the interest in the matter of kicking rocks, I get the sensation this is mostly what you're dealing with, and you and what you're dealing with, and the move you made, or the stance you're taking about a thing, or the stance you take about things, right? Or something recently. Okay, but then here I'm getting the sensation that this is the thing you're dealing with, or the person you're dealing with, or the situation you're dealing with. Okay, because here it's dual. It's dual. There's a leap of faith being effective in the face of doubt, facing your fears and not thinking it to death, which is an indication of having done, been there and done that. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it goes, damn shame. Right? Up in this card. But at the same time, there's foolishness. And the foolishness, I get the sensation, is some sort of substitution for facing our fears. So I get the sensation that whoever you're dealing with, the situation that you're dealing with, is not meeting you on your level. It's not meeting you on your level strategically. Not because they can't, but it appears here that they are unwilling. Why? Because there's a matter of facing our fears, right? There's a matter of moving with the support of the ancestors. Do you feel me? That's how you're effective in the face of doubt, when you move with the ancestors. See what I'm saying? So somebody is either going round and round in their head and it's coming to nothing, or they would like that you go round and round in your head and that it comes to nothing. All right, get off on your floor. Do you feel me? All right, but either way, we are not to go around and round in our head and have it come to nothing. This person that you're dealing with may not be, I don't know. It is so hard. Side note, it is so hard to know how to deal with things when, like in your mind, it's black and white. You're evil or you're good, kind of thing. Generally speaking, that's how we like it. We would like for it to be that simple. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's not that simple, y'all. Sometimes motherfuckers are also getting the blessings of God. And of course there's a spectrum. But they're also getting the blessings of God, but they're coming across, I don't know, with in an imbalanced way. Let's put it there. In an imbalanced way. And so, so it's hard to know, well, how much understanding should I have? And where should you draw the line? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. All right, well, let's go on. There's the King of Cups. There he is. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, yeah, all right. So thinker guy hit the wall. Yeah. Because the King of Cups look like he's the one with the password. He's the one with the password. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. He's the one who can get back to the sanctuary. He's the one. This guy. Thinker guy can't think of nothing. That's clear. Okay? He can't think of it. Is the password abracadabra? It's not abracadabra. Okay. Is the password bim zalabim? No. Okay. That's thinker guy. Thinking it to death is coming to nothing. You gotta be the King of Cups. Right. Because the King of Cups is not trying to do a tally. You dig what I'm saying? In my deck, the King of Cups is serves the people, baby. He be on the ones and twos, and he keep the party rocking all night. Y'all can't keep up with the King of Cups. You can't keep up. All right? He's getting it all done. All right? Fantastic. Because he spreads. You dig it? He spreads. This is too pinpointy, apparently, at this moment. Okay? Because we do love thinker guy back here. But this is a moment for the King of Cups, look like here. And if it's not the King of Cups, here's the wall. Do you feel me? With the guards and the cosmic cops. Right. So, act brand new if you want to. Okay, look like here. All right, fantastic. So, oh, look, see? Okay, so you need to see some ID. Somebody's wanting to get into the safe haven, but they don't want to show their ID. What's up with your ID? See? See, now you got me looking at you like this. Where's your ID? Why you don't want to show it? That's weird. Do you feel me? You're up to something. Right. It's simple as that, y'all. It is not complicated. If people don't want to show their ID, that means something is wrong, y'all. Do you feel me? I love showing my ID. If you're anything like me. Okay? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, if you ask me nice, I'll show it to you. Abso-fucking-lutely. All right? Yeah. So, okay. Divine child of God. Period. Is somebody trying to get around the fact that you're a divine child of God? That's the second time I've been getting that energy. I got that from the weekly affirmation message last week. I was like, is somebody trying to get over? It's things like that blow my mind, y'all. It blows my mind, especially when people are familiar with you and they know that you have the sight. Do you feel me? But maybe they don't know how your sight works, or maybe they know that you don't see everything, or that there's a time, that you'll see. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't imagine. Do you feel me? All right. Yeah, look. Right. Okay. You see the duality? Okay, hold on. Can you see that? Yeah. See, listen. Here's the thing. How to put it into words. Somebody, I feel. See, because the King of Cups come and he clear up the confusion. You see what I'm saying? He clear up the confusion right here. He doesn't let any confusion take place. You see? Like the Queen of Cups. Oh my God, that is so good. Side note. See, that's part of the, like the concierge service a person receives when they in any kind of relationship with me. All right. I like to speak to people in a way as much as possible so that there's no confusion. about what I said, what I mean by what I said, or anything. And I try to make myself open to questions because, everything is not clear off the top. It's context and all of that. And what do you mean? And sometimes you got to have a healing conversation. Well, what do you mean? What did you mean when you said bop, bop, bop? Right? Healing conversation. Oh, well, this is what I meant. Now you're clear. Now there's no confusion. Now you don't have to wonder what somebody meant. That's because communication is key. That's why. It's got to be illumination. Hello? That's why. Do you feel me? Okay? So I get the sensation that somebody does not want to reveal something. Like I said, they don't want to show their ID. And there's something wrong with that. Okay? And I don't mean that they're a terrible character because we don't know, right? If we don't know, we don't know. However, we know something is amiss. Like you don't have no ID or you don't want to show your ID. Something is fucking amiss, people. It's not complicated. I promise you that. So death of the ego. So I get the person who was taking any kind of foolish action or the person who slammed into the wall. They were confused. Trying to confuse you, they confused themselves, or it was an indication that they are confused. You thought you could get back into the safe haven without showing your ID? You are confused. Do you feel me? Shout out to anybody who was trying to do that who didn't know better. However, if you know better, like Thinker Guy, then you have every right to be upset, ladies. You have every right. Okay, fantastic. Right. Exactly. Try to play mind games with a child of God, you out your mind. You already know. Do you feel me? Absolutely. This sort of thing gets me quite excited. And I don't mean in a good way. It just gets me hype. Because who does that? Am I right? Who does it? All right. I'm sorry. Like I said, nothing. Where the complexity is this. Here's where the complexity is. It doesn't mean that whoever this was or whatever this was is a force of pure evil. It doesn't mean that. However, you could be offended on a level that is only familiar to you when you're dealing with devil energy. And with devil energy, it's easy. Hell no, with devil energy. You know what I'm saying? But then what if somebody is also a child of God? You know how much the Creator loves people, right? Right? And then we be running up to the Creator like, please kill that person. Like, what are you doing? I mean, not in this particular instance, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, surely that person is worthy of death. You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. Like, we try to reserve judgment, but then there's times, when we're like, now, come on, Creator. Like, you're going to give this person a pardon, Exactly. So, but there's elements you may not be aware of. You know what I'm saying? Or this person is good, but they have some other journey they came through, and so their problems are different problems. Maybe they're big ones too. Maybe they're huge. I don't know. Get off on your floor. But I just feel like it's getting into a space where it is complex in terms of you can't judge them. You still can't judge this person. This is essentially what I'm saying. You still can't judge this person. You cannot. Okay? Because you have to operate by the protocols. You go where demons and angels fear to tread. So whatever is left, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was everybody, you know what I mean? But apparently there's some other kind of entities too. And you going where demons and angels fear to tread. And it's like, even if you're not enjoying the interaction with whatever entity this is or whatever energy this is, you can't run away from it. You know what I mean? You're the one. You're the first responder, priesthood, who goes where demons and angels fear to tread. You can't be like, I don't like you. I'm leaving work. Like, wait a minute. No. You dig what I'm saying? Like, nah, B. You got to sit down at the desk and do the damn fill out the paperwork and help them, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so when I say help them, I mean do your job. I don't mean go out of your way in any way that is not divinely ordained. Okay? I mean, do your job. It's up to you to know what that is. I'm trying to be helpful. Hopefully I am. But I just feel like there was a mind game here where somebody lost their mind doing a mind game. You know, but you cannot judge. You have to give people an opportunity to pay their karma. I think you work in the karmic payment office. That's what I think is happening here. Okay? And maybe somebody said something or did something that was ridiculous in terms of, you know, this is an official office of the universal government. And they're up in here at the karmic payment office when it's time for them to pay their bill. And they're like, yeah, can I get a discount? And all the workers look at each other. All the priesthood workers are looking around like the barons. And they start laughing their ass off. We don't give discounts at the karmic payment office, dude. Where's your ID? Do you feel me? No, sorry, ma'am. Ma'am. Where's your ID? Ma'am. Do you feel me? You know how they be doing that to you? Okay? That's what you doing. That's what, sir, I'm sorry. We cannot let you in to the safe haven unless you produce your membership card, sir, ma'am, like that. Do you feel me? So that's what I'm getting here. You know, don't think it's a death. You simply need your ID. Oh, come on. You can see that I'm a member. Come on. You already know. You got me in the database. Sir, ma'am. Okay? Like that. We must see your membership card, period, end of story. Now, if you left it at home, we'll be open till 5 p.m. Okay? Do you feel me? Or you could come back tomorrow. We open at 8 a.m. That's it. Simple. Get the shit. Get it. If you need it, get it. And that's it. So you've helped this person by telling them, no, there are no exceptions. Let's see the membership card. Why? Because it's the safe haven. How do we keep the safe haven safe? By not having none of the bullshit. That's how. That's for everyone's safety and security. It's not a character flaw. And it's not a judgment. It's simply no, sir, you cannot buy this alcohol without ID. That's it. Simple. Okay, so great. But okay, so let me flip it back to you. Okay? Let me flip it back to you. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. You're in a situation, priesthood, where not only do you have to take a leap of faith, face your fears, and not think it's a death, which is extremely difficult to do, particularly when you can see so well here. You dig what I'm saying? You can see everything. It's light, is lit up. And so what does that mean? That implies that you can see the problem here, the destruction of the past, confusion, mind games, disappointment for a sacrifice, righteous indignation. You dig what I'm saying? And then intense protective energy. Intense. And that takes a lot of energy. How many know? To hold your shields up, that takes a lot of energy. Do you feel me? So you have to take a leap of faith that you are qualified. Oof. Yes. You know why? Because the stakes are high. That's why that's a thing. The stakes are high. Because if you're wrong about being qualified, holy shit. Do you feel me? And the destruction of the past tells you everything you need to know. Because you remember what it was like to lose. You remember what it was like to fail. Or you remember what it was like to be destroyed. Or to have everything taken away. Get off on your floor. And it's those things that let you know, you know what? I got to start checking IDs. Right. But now that we're talking about you have to check your own ID. I think you're getting confused. I think you might be getting confused, and I don't get that you're behaving confused. You're doing your job. You are doing your job. That's not the issue. The issue is some sort of internal confusion. It's some sort of internal confusion. I feel that there's something you won't let yourself have. You won't let yourself have it. Do you feel me? That is the sensation that I'm getting. Okay? You think you have to do more to deserve it. You think you have to do more to earn it. And the leap of faith is going forward in the capacity that God gave you. The same capacity that you are doubting. Go forth in that capacity and be effective in the face of doubt. Why? Because we are working with the ancestors. That is how we're facing our fears. We are wrapping ourselves in the ancestors. Okay? Do you feel me? There is legions of, I said legions. That's what I said. Okay? The devil didn't invent no legions. Right? He's a perversion of the truth. He mixed the truth with the lie. Right? So if anybody is familiar with that, in the context of the devil, we are legion. Or demon possession. But where do you think they got that from? They got that from God. Because God is motherfucking legion. That's who's legion around here. Okay? That's who's motherfucking legion, and that's what we are not paying attention to. Why? Because the devil is loud. He's easy to see. He's easy to spot. God, invisible. Do you feel me? That should get me mad, though. That should be getting me mad. Oh, my God. Like, yo, why you gotta, that's the challenge of all time. Am I right? Right. Leap of faith. Right. Because God doesn't want nobody fake in his camp. You know what I'm saying? Don't say you down with me because I'm giving you presents and shit. Job 101. Anybody take that class? All right. I graduated. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because that was the whole thing between God and the devil. Shout out to the real Christians where, the devil and God, or whatever. He wasn't the devil yet. He was Lucifer. Right? So, boom, they was chopping it up. And the creator was like, that Job, man, that's a good dude right there. Right? And Lucifer was like, please, you made it simple and easy for him to be a good dude. A good dude. This is Lucifer. You dig what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like, oh, well, what else is he going to do? You give him gifts. You done bless them. You always got giving him shit. Of course, he's a good dude. Like, please. He ain't use no muscles. Oh, quality control like a motherfucker. Shout out to quality control in this universe. Amen. So, you see what I'm saying? You see? It's as if, okay, got caught up there. It's as if Lucifer created the ID system. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. There's more behind that, I feel. Okay, but let's keep going. He created the ID system. You know what I'm saying? I guess because God is some kind of serial blesser. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what Lucifer's for, right? God took care of everything. You know what I'm saying? That's quality control. So quality control was like, yo, let me go test them. So that's why you got to be no joke like this. That's why you got to go where demons and angels fear to tread like this. That's why you got to hold this intense heat. Even though you have every reason to be upset when you upset about a thing. Do you feel me? Especially when it comes to facing your fears. With the kind of fears we face, and then somebody else want to come up in the safe haven and they don't want to face their fears, we don't have no understanding about that, do we, priesthood? You dig what I'm saying? Like, no, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you got to pass the test. Like, everyone has to pass the test. Like, everybody. I feel that somebody's trying to get over. They're trying to get up in the safe haven without passing the test. That's what they're doing. Okay? Or they're trying to get something out of the safe haven without following the protocols, without measuring up. If we're talking about you, I get the sensation, keeping yourself from approval. You are holding yourself back from approval. You are not giving yourself your own approval to move forward. You're getting the approval from God. God said, okay, that's okay. There's still potential here. Come explain yourself. Okay, let's talk. And let's figure this thing out. All right, because there's a lot of potential here. So God is not trying to let you go, or God is not trying to let this other person go who's trying to get over or get into the safe haven, or they don't have their ID or whatever that it is, get off on your floor. Okay. So again, this person is probably not pure evil. but they are doing something akin to the devil's work. And that is unacceptable. Speaking of seeds with the potential, do you feel me? We don't want any Lucifer seeds around here. Or I should say, we don't want any devil seeds around here, right? Lucifer was an angel, right? Okay, fantastic. So, well, the barons are having a great time. All right. So on some level, lighten up. You know what I'm saying? On some level, lighten up. And that goes for everybody in the scenario. On some level, lighten up, because, God's looking dead at you. I mean, you're not hiding nothing. Okay. This is some sort of Garden of Eden thing. This is a Garden of Eden thing. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Look at there. God and the ancestors. Judgment. Uh-oh. Yeah, somebody flicked the lights on. Oh, look who flicked the lights on. The High Priestess. Ancestors and the High Priestess and God. Now that is a powerful team, y'all. That's the dream team. Oh, that's interesting. The dream team. That's interesting. Let us keep going. Transcending your fears, facing your demons by having this healing conversation. Oh. Somebody knows. Somebody has to explain themselves. They fell down. So now the High Priestess wants to know, have you been drinking? Have you been drinking? Are you smoking something? Have you been taking pills? Right? She's checking them. She's checking their vitals. She's doing triage right here. She's doing triage on the Emperor because he fell down and broke his crown. Look like here. Absolutely. Why? Mind games. That's why. Why? Confusion. That's why. Why? Because he's strategizing instead of serving. Serve. That's the strategy. Give. That's the strategy. Open up. That is the strategy. Face your fears. That is the strategy. Clear up this confusion. Stop playing games. This is the strategy. Now that's interesting, because I'm seeing that the King of Swords in this situation has come to the end of his usefulness in this matter. We are now in the hands of the King of Cups if we are trying to succeed in this matter. Okay? Because I'm going to go ahead and guess that's what you need to gain entrance to the safe haven. Okay? Because that's the whale. That's the world whale. The world womb. Okay? That's mother energy. The great mother. And she lives in the water. How many know whales live in the water, right? So you need to speak to Triton if you want to go ahead and conjure up this safe haven so that you can go back home. Wherever home is, get off on your floor. Okay, so that's service. That is service without tally. Why? Why without tally? I know. Listen, I'm an air sign. All right? I don't give a fuck. Get the tally out. Get it out. Okay? No. But not this time. Okay? Not this time. We can't do tally right now. Why? Because we work here. We got to go where demons and angels fear to tread. Not where we feel like going. Where God tell us to go. Do you feel me? Big fucking difference. Often. Okay? Like the weekend. Often. So, the tally, he gives, and he gives, and he gives, and he gives, and he gives. And people have to give a little bit. The whole congregation got to give a little bit so they can equal up to what this dude is doing. And even so, that still doesn't equal what he's given. So then God has to come and pay him the rest of his money. So you see what I'm saying? We work for God. That's how we have to start stepping. Do you feel me? Now, not on some martyr shit, but listen, there's dirty work up on this planet to do. There's no two ways about it. Don't try to get over. Priesthood, with all the love in my heart, don't try to get over. It's dirty work. It's dirty work being the first responder, a universal spiritual first responder to the real crisis of humanity. To the shit that's really causing the problem here on planet Earth. We are the first responders. Do you feel me? It's dirty work, y'all. It's dirty. If you're anything like me, you absolutely be trying to avoid doing the dirty work. Okay, do you feel me? Hello? Like how the creator be like, go over there and, in the basement and slay them demons. Whoa, like I was just on my way to fucking Pollo Tropical. Do you feel me? To get some lunch. Like, do I have to, and the creator's like, listen, do you feel me? Don't fuck with me, and then you just gotta be like, damn, kicking rocks. But who else is gonna do it though? Do you feel me? And I want to say that's why they pay you the big bucks. But then with the King of Cups energy, you might say, what big bucks? These bucks ain't big enough for what the creator's asking me to do. Do you feel me? You got every reason to be upset. Shouldn't be no demons down there in the basement messing up your lunchtime. Absolutely. Okay? And now that we've established that, take your ass down in that basement and slay them demons, okay? That's what time that it is. Okay, so look like here's a culmination of the dirty work, because you don't work alone. You are legion. You travel with the legion of the divine. Do you feel me? So that's what I feel like you're holding yourself back from. You dig what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is you're holding yourself back from the benefit, from the peace, from the solace that brings. Knowing you gotta go where demons and angels fear to tread, it behooves you, whatever behooving is, to understand that you are not going down there into that basement by yourself. Do you feel me? When you come into that, let me tell you something, Priesthood. Let me help you understand yourself a little bit. When you coming down to these basements and these attics and up into these attics and you slaying demons, of course this is a metaphor. Okay, but hey, listen, anything's possible, all right? I don't know what it's like in your life, all right? When you're doing that, you have to understand that God is coming. Think about it from the demon's point of view. I mean, I know, as people who were raised in a Christian country and with Christian juice just dripped on everything that we do, whether you Christian or not, you kind of recoil from that idea, like, whoa, I'm not that. I don't want to identify with that. I don't want to see the side of that. Okay, put the Christianity aside and let's get into reality, because we don't really have time for our opinions. We don't have time. Okay, this is a spiritual war and we don't have time to bleed. Do you feel me? All right. So as in the demon's position, okay, you have to understand that they're responding and doing what they're doing as a response to their own suffering. Do you feel me? That's pain. That's pain. That's the pain of not having the light of God on you. That's the pain of not having God's love in your life. Let me tell you something. Can you guess? Because we don't know nothing about it, but can you imagine how painful that must be? So painful that you can't sit still. You can't stand it when you see somebody else with the light of God just kissing their face all the time, every time. Imagine how that might make an entity feel. Do you feel me? Restless, angry, jealous. Do you feel me? So have some compassion. There is a place for these demons, and it's not in your motherfucking basement, and it's not in your motherfucking attic. That's facts. You feel me? It's like the bug from the last reading. It's like the bug. Okay? Absolutely. Like, I don't know. If you're anything like me, you don't have no problem with bugs. There's no problem. Okay? Bugs are cool. Bugs are cool. Don't be in my house, though. That's when it's war. And that's the same principle with the demons. The creator knows what is going on with the demons and the timeline and how long they have. And, you know, they're part of the whole quality control system. You know what I mean? But that don't mean they got to be up in your basement in your attic. Okay? They got to take their ass on. Look like here. Okay? They got to take their ass on. And you have to understand that you have the juice. That's what I think you're stopping yourself from understanding about yourself. You are not letting yourself drink the juice. You are not letting yourself have ready access to the juice because you feel like you should do more. Surely there's some more I gotta do to earn. Look at this card. This is mutual admiration with God. You getting what you want because you a child of God. Now, what you see the Christians talk about that. Shout out to the real Christians. The Christians talk about the divine favor of God and how some Christians talk about how it's a gift. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to earn it. You was made worthy by design. You was made worthy by design. Now, the Christians might say you're not worthy, you know, original sin, nobody is worthy, you know, and that's why God came to save us and all of that. So let's get back to reality on it because the Christians are on to something. But you are worthy. That's where it went askew. You are worthy by design. Do you feel me? So it's all about fulfilling those shoes that God designed for you, the worthy child. Okay, but it's not because, you know, you stacked up all the apples just right. It's not because, you know, you study all night long. I mean, that's great. But God is not here telling you because you study, you're more worthy than the man who spent his whole life poor on the rice patch, you know, picking rice all his life. He might be wise from what he learned picking rice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you can't decide, oh, this person is worthy because they have money and that person is not worthy because, you know, they live outside of McDonald's asking people for money all day in their cup. Like, no, that's not how worthiness works. It's not capitalism. It's spirituality. Let's get this shit straight, people. Capitalism is not the law of the universe. Okay? Capitalism is Darwinism. It's survival of the fittest, right? But it's not survival of the wisest. That's the paradigm we living in now. Survival of the wisest. The other fittest thing is subjective, number one. Maybe, you know, based on what you think is fit. But the point being, that's the old Matrix paradigm. We breaking through that. It's survival of the wisest. That's why these motherfuckers are trying to move to Mars. Because they know they're not the wisest and they figure they better find another place to live before everybody figures out that 1% is less than 99%. Okay? Shout out to math class, y'all. Shout out to math class. All right, let us move on and wrap it. Safety, sanctuary, again, safe haven, sanctuary. Here's the potential. Trust and intimacy. I will trust you when I can see your motherfucking ID. Do you feel me? Hello? Ancestors. Yeah, what she said. All right? Here's God. Yeah, what they said. It's passing down from God. It's trickling down from God to the ancestors to you. Get the ID. No ID, the ancestors are coming. Simple as that. All right? So here, somebody has some explaining to do. Somebody has some explaining to do right here. Okay, this is a serious matter, but at the same time, take it easy. You know, that's what I would say. This is a serious matter, but take it easy, I feel, is the answer. Do you feel me? With all of that, with all of that. And I hope I didn't trigger anyone, and I probably am too late because I probably already did trigger someone or several people. Okay, and just understand that's not what I'm trying to do. However, the trigger is an indicator. Go ahead and get that information. The trigger is an indicator of where is the demon. Hello. The trigger is the indicator of where is the demon. Slay the motherfucking demon. Okay? Because the first legion is God. That's the first legion. That is the defining master pattern right there. Facts. Somebody I get fell down and broke their crown because they didn't bring facts. Truth. Trust and intimacy. That's how you create it. I think it has the potential to be rebuilt. That's what this is saying to me right here. Okay? Somebody has an opportunity to clean their karma here, but they tried to get a discount. They tried to get a discount. We don't give out discounts in the karmic payment office, and the ancestors thought that was hysterical that they even mentioned trying to get a discount. That's very funny. Okay? That was very fucking funny. And there was some confusion there. All right, wrap it up. But it's not funny right here. This ain't funny. It's anger, angry empress, intense, passionate emotions, and the disappointment, forced sacrifice. That's not funny. Wrap it up, ancestors. Bottom line, moral of the story. Do the right thing. Come on now. I know that. I know that's right. Do the right thing. Do the divine work. Now, if we just talking about you, we just talking about us. Just do what God told you to do. Let the ancestors guide you. Okay, I get it. I get it, ancestors. Thank you. Listen, y'all. Thank the ancestors right now, because here's the bottom line. See, the ancestors riding the human, right? The human is the chariot. The ancestors are the rider. Okay? Right, because we talked about your ambition as the rider. But anyhow, the point being, you think it's too easy. That's what you think. Yeah, that's what you think. And it's not true. It's not true. All right? It's not easy being a child of God. No, it's not. It's not. You dig what I'm saying? You feel like, because here, she gets what she wants. Why? Because she's a child of God. Not because her hair looks this way, or not because she did this, or it's because God loves you. God made you, and God is a master engineer. How dare you give yourself less credit than you deserve? Than God is giving you. Less credit than God is giving you. How dare you? I'm telling you right now. You are no one to disagree with God. If God said you're worthy by design, soon as you came up out the oven, you was worthy of this assistance. Worthy of what? Of this legion of protectors, of guides, of this downloads. You know what I'm saying? Of this ability to see what most people cannot. The Creator said you're worthy. I made you to do this. And you're going to step back from it and not go and partake in the rewards of the work after all the service? After all the going where demons and angels fear to tread? How dare you take less than what you deserve? How dare you is what I'm getting right now. That's what I'm getting. All right? Let the ancestors be your guide. That is the wealth of the fact that you are a child of God, practicing child of God. Do you feel me? You are the priesthood, and you have to take that credit because God said that credit belongs to you. End of story. Let your life be helped by this. Let yourself be lifted up above your demons and your fears. Let yourself be protected and safe. Let yourself see your own beauty. Oh my God. Y'all, don't take less. Okay, I'm thinking we're having in a Christianity conflict. We having a Christianity conflict. Get in there and pull out those roots. All right? They served us well for the time that they have. Thank you. But we're done here with the motherfucking Christianity around here. All right? And I mean, shout out to the Christians. I'm not downing Christianity at all. I mean, shout out to the real Christians. But I'm talking about the dogma. I'm talking about those beliefs that are rigid and not realistic, because God is ever flexible. How many know? And you got some sort of martyrdom thing going on. You don't have to martyr yourself. You do have to serve without tally. That's facts. But you are blessed. And it come time for the rewards, beginning with your allowance for yourself to receive those awards. Can you picture yourself filthy, stinking rich? Can you picture yourself with all your needs met? That's what you need to be using your thought energy to do. Okay? Strategize on where to put the amethyst. Not how you gonna solve all these problems that are unsolvable. You don't have to solve any of those problems. The problem you got to solve is get your own shit together around what is your job. And your job is to find out where to put the amethyst. How do I know? High priestess. How many know she got a job? Spiritual. That's how you solve problems. You call the ancestors. Come on now. Because you got it like that. Let it happen. Let it fucking happen. Okay, you have the blessings of God. Let it fucking happen. All right, fantastic. Go on. Right. Queen of Wands. Fiery action lady. What you want wants you. Okay, so she's about magnetic allure. Yeah, I had to put the motherfucking honey drizzle sauce on there. Okay? Magnetic allure. That is what she represents. Now let it happen. Do you feel me? The ancestors gonna bring you forward on your path in a way that makes you magnetic to what you want. Let that happen. You think you gotta work so hard. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're working much harder than you need to. How do I know? The magician. He's doing too much. It's unnecessary. He's doing all of this magic potion shit, trying to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, dude, get a butter knife, man. You know what I mean? You don't need, like, you know, the feather of 10 black crows and, you know, and the toenail of a dragon. You don't need all that, buddy. It just need the peanut butter and the jelly and the bread and a butter knife. Nigga, that's all that you need. Do you feel me? Simple. So, go on. Let things come to you, priesthood. Let the ancestors ride. Let them drive. Okay? And then everything gonna be all right. Ultimate favorable outcome. 10 of Cups. Everything you need. Complete fucking fulfillment. Isn't that where we're going? Let the ancestors drive. You just be the chariot. Make yourself available. All right? Fantastic. Listen, I hope that information helps somebody out there. Get yourself a personal if you get a chance. Don't think it to death when we have the ancestors who can help us answer our questions and give us the insight that we need. Do you feel me? For more deep ass readings, please like, share, and subscribe. Please take the time. All right? If I triggered you, hit that like button. All right? If I gave you some insight, hit that like button. All right? If you can't stand how many times I say fantastic, hit that like button. All right? Shout out to you for that. High five for doing the good work. All right? And don't forget to pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.